Hello everyone, my name is Meg, and I am fairly new to 3D sculpting. Not completely new, but new enough where I feel very uncomfortable posting this video. In fact, I have done very little sculpting in an actual 3D software. Even in actual sculpting with clay, I have done very little, but sculpting is something I've always wanted to learn, or 3D in general, and trying to teach myself how to do it. And I figured speed sculpting would be a good way to practice, even though I'm still quite new to it. So this is a speed sculpt I did in about an hour. I did give myself a time limit, so I was super rushed. After watching tons of videos and just practicing a few times, I'm still trying to learn the shortcuts. So obviously the more I learn those, the more I get those into my muscle memory, the easier it's going to get. I figure the more I do these, the easier it's going to get. But this is my first one that I actually completed that actually turned out somewhat decent, where I'm not completely embarrassed to actually show it off. So really the whole goal of this was just to practice sculpting in general and just get used to commands and stuff. And I wasn't using references for this one in particular, although I probably should start using them more often. But I really just wanted to practice and see what I could do in an hour's time. Now, I do love drawing faces and I love sculpting them, so this wasn't extremely challenging as far as getting somewhat accurate proportions, but if I were ever to do something, say a full body sculpt, I would think I would need a lot more practice. Now, the one thing I did struggle with the most on this sculpt was the hair. Hair is so difficult, and I probably did not do it in a very good way. But that's the whole point of this video, is for me to go back and see what mistakes I made or what things I could have done differently, and to maybe, possibly show others just how I'm working. Now, I do want to say I'm not making this video to be any kind of tutorial. However, if you do happen to learn something from it, then all the better. Although I will say that most of the stuff I'm doing can be found in other tutorials throughout YouTube, because that's pretty much what I've been relying on to learn some techniques and methods until I get comfortable enough with the software to develop my own. All that to say, of course, this sculpture is very imperfect, but it was also very rushed given that it was done in an hour's time, and I think I can learn a lot just by doing this. At least people seem to say that that's the case, so I'm trying it out and seeing if it actually works. But it does work out for me because I don't have as much time to dedicate to a single project, so I do like being able to do shorter projects like this, just to kind of get the practice in, and I don't have to worry about making it perfect. It's actually the perfect thing for me to do, is just do something and leave it, because it's better than doing nothing. At least that's what I tell myself. So sorry there isn't much commentary on the actual technique, since I'm not confident enough to actually go through that, because I'm really muddling my way through this video as it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick time lapse. There's not much to it. It's a pretty short video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see other art things I might post, I don't know. I'm gonna do all kinds of random art things on this channel, just whatever I feel like doing, just so I can practice and learn new things and just share my progress with you all. And that's it. I will possibly see you again in another random art video, but until then, goodbye.